for the second half of our episode tonight.
Where we just threw a big old curveball at the DM.
That was a little bit longer of a break because I had to relax and then figure out, what the heck's happening? I should probably plan that out a little bit.
I'd feel bad if this wasn't so freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'm so excited about
I made a dragon.
You're like Tom Hanks and Casper. Like, I have made dragons.
Look what I did.
The dragon's
what
name
I have done.
The dragon turtle's new name is Winston, by the way. Winston!
Wilson.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
wait
Winston.
a second. Nope, because it's named
Already-
after
already
the
said
brand
it.
of
Already said it.
volleyball.
Already said it.
That's the
Canon.
nondescript
Canon.
brand
Yeah.
of volleyball.
All right.
And
So you see that now that a lot of the things have gathered in the center, this large, just gargantuan-sized turtle just shrinks down to a large dragon. So it
Shrinks to large.
It's still pretty big, and all the a lot of the things have fallen off, and it just lands on the ground, and then the blue magical force fields that are holding down just kind of crumple a little bit and disperse.
It worked. Oh my god, that part worked.
It starts looking around and it moves and it's and then you could just see its eyes light up a little bit, like a little snarl. Just it starts swiping and biting and just massacring tons and tons of goblins. Just each hand just grabbing one or two and just crushing them and stepping.
Based on my intelligence roll that I just did, to figure out if I would try Draconic, I am going to try messaging it in Draconic saying, "You have friends here. We're trying to help you escape. We are on the wall."
We're on the wall.
Hey, probably should.
Well, you're all dead.
Well,
everyone, let's see. I rolled a 2 plus 33, so that's a 35 to hit. Cool,
Mm-hmm.
that all hits, and we're all dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
well, 19 for intelligence. So.
all right. You will get a
heck yeah.
response that it's kind of weird. One thing is another thing. It just stay out of my way.
I'll respond back with another message by going, "All right, you have fun."
And just and then it's just clawing and snapping, and it looks a little bit awkward because this isn't how
It's a new form.
this isn't how a young green dragon would react. It's kind of keeping its arms close and trying to stay balanced and kind of losing balance because it has normally has a shell with how it holds its arms, and now it's just purely on its legs. It feels really weird. And then you just see a little bit of it change and think for a second, and just this poison spray
Yeah,
across,
buddy.
Hell yeah!
just melting tons and tons of goblins. And
What is their
machinery.
spray like? Is it
I think
acid spray or
it's
something?
either acid or
Poison breath.
Poison
So it's
breath?
a poison spray. It doesn't
Oh, yeah.
quite. Well, all right, it's
Do
pointless.
you need extra dice?
It's pointless to roll. It's just going to be causing a
well, because it
chaos.
regens it to you
Right.
you roll it every round, so he just uses it multiple times eventually.
Right. So it's just clawing and you start to see a large part of the crowd start to turn and just start to rush over and try to take this thing down. And then so looking now that you're kind of really looking at the arena or the training ground, you see that there's a little lifted area where there's some a line of goblins. You guys are within 100. Yeah, so you'd see there's one cloaked individual. Who is this?
I'm having to keep concentration.
It looks like a female goblin who's wearing tight leather armor, but then it has a cape almost behind it, and a big. I think she has a. She pulls out a big staff, and you start to see some magic emanate from it.
Heck
from
yeah,
the
you
wall.
do.
If it's within 600 feet, I ignore all but full cover. Like, I can shoot her.
Go for it.
Do I have advantage because she's not expecting it?
I think she's expecting something, so she's alert enough.
All right.
Or it
It
wouldn't
was worth
be.
a shot. All right, I'm a shooter. We'll see how this goes. Well, not well. That's a 15, so it probably just.
Nope.
And then I duck back down.
If this is the, would you consider this the first round of combat? Because then you
Oh,
get
then I would
two
get
more,
3.
2 or 3
yeah.
more shots.
I'll,
Yeah, you can-
I'll loose 2 more at her then.
Sure.
26 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. That's 18 piercing. And then 1 more. That's another 15.
No.
Oh well.
Ildren, you don't want to lose out on this fun, do you?
I'm going to say the dragon said to stay out of his way.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. I don't know why
Tell the
she's shooting.
Tell the dragon that the one with the staff is the problem.
I will pass that on to Draconic.
I should have looked up my spells sooner. Okay.
She's definitely casting something at him, and she looks imposing.
I throw my dagger 60 feet.
King.
It can technically go that far.
But with your strength, more like off the side.
Yeah. Oh, if I take my strength into account, 40 feet. It's -2 for you.
It's more like a frisbee flick. You don't actually need that much power.
So you and you see that her attention goes in your general area for a brief second, pauses as the dragon just claws up a whole another bunch. Just these goblins are turning into paste with how much he's just stomping and flailing.
We're so glad you're not our side.
I know, right? I will take stay out of my way.
Yeah.
That is fine.
Will do.
Then
you have fun.
you see the goblin reach out a finger, and you just see a nice little, just a little line go
Did
across.
he get the message about the one with the staff?
Did you send that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the last little bit of conversation, I said that I passed that on to Draconic.
Okay. Just because I think it's around the same time because
Yep.
she was casting a spell when you were hitting.
Yeah.
So,
Just want to make sure that you knew that that was passed on as well.
right. Constitution saving throw. Ooh, fail. Oh boy. Now the roll is actually matters. What is that? So.
I love everything about this scenario. It's so good.
Agreed.
We
So-
just,
So
like,
happy.
sit
I'm
back on
so
the wall.
happy I made dragon.
Every time you see her start to cast something, you're just like,
Try and interrupt the casting, yeah.
So you see just this like blight of disease and necrosia just flow over the dragon. He just wheels back, taking 66 points of damage.
That's half of the dragon's HP.
less than half.
Yeah.
He then just like looks over and let's see if he recharges it. You would have had 2 rounds by now. Oh, that's double recharge, so you would have had it. So he would have
he's got
now
3 of them.
casted it 3 times. So the second time, and then the third time, he just aims it right at the
The line of goblins.
Yep. Just none of them actually go down, but a lot of them look very hurt and just in bad shape. And at this point, some of the faster things from the center would have made it here by now. And you see some of the giants just run up and just like smash on it and hit it. And there are so many pieces going on. Holy crap.
When the PCs decide to nope out of combat.
set them all against each other.
Oh my god, where is it? All right, whatever.
They don't do anything. They all die. Okay, moving on.
A stronger looking giant appears as well, and just like with a huge two-handed axe, just brings it right down. He's looking really rough at this point, and he starts to he kind of realizes that he has wings and starts to flap and try and fly away. But
I will also cast message back to him. You're not about to die. If this form falls, you're back to your normal form.
okay. No response.
He's busy.
Yeah.
If you could hold on,
Just a little bit.
Dragon Turtle don't care about your feelings.
Dragon Turtle
You don't care. You don't care.
Hi, thanks for calling Dragon Turtle. Please hold.
You're in the process of killing a bunch of goblins, which are little specks of dust to me.
Basically, I don't want our dragon or distraction to go away.
Yeah.
If you want to have more fun, go to the front lines. Good luck, everybody.
So what are you guys doing in all this? Just kind of watching?
We're
taking
chilling. Yeah, we're not getting in the way.
Okay. So then you see the
I might pick off like a couple, like the ones that look really injured. I might pick off a few of them just for funsies.
A couple of the goblins in a row.
Yeah.
You see the staffed individual go and smash the staff, and in front of the ground, and you just see these like the blue tentacles again try to reach out and grab around, and that will be that's a natural one. Just grab around the dragon and she just drops to the ground. Taking holy shit. 15 points of damage. I think that would actually probably 136 took that.
It was like 60 something earlier.
Yeah,
66.
plus the giant attacks.
Oh yeah.
We'll see if those actually how they hit. One miss, one hit. Miss. Okay, so he would actually still have HP. So he just gets brought to the ground and just like held into place. And you see like a lot of the giants and things just standing there, and there's actually like a large T-Rex now that has made its way up, just like looking around and just kind of waiting at this moment.
Can he still breathe, like his breath weapon in this like trap? Or...
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, Valchar, I think now would be the time to let him loose again. He's not going to do much trapped in there. Because he can't die.
Yeah, you see some of the giants start to just take out large like metal and just try to cover and try to hold it down more.
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the things that are the magical portions holding him.
Sure. What level?
I can only cast it at third.
Third level.
Yep.
Okay. Dispel Magic. So the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Which would be your spell level.
Yep.
So I have to roll.
Yep.
Doesn't add anything that's 15.
Wait, don't you add wisdom?
I don't.
Because that's your spellcasting mod.
Oh, using your spellcasting ability.
Yeah.
Ability check. Yeah. Well, either way, 15 is what you need.
Okay, it would have been 18.
So you see the blue things just dissipate and disappear.
This lady's gonna be pissed at us.
She starts looking around, and the green dragon goes and starts to just clash and just grab with its claws at the neck of one of the giants, and but then all the things just standing by just wail on it, and in rather short order at this point, the green dragon just explodes.
Hey, do that again.
Explodes,
wait,
sending.
How many giant faces is it sitting on now? Is really the question.
It's just it goes and like crushing like two of them as it's just like laying on top.
I want to see the giant faces as soon as this thing turns into a dragon turtle, and then they're just like, yeah. Oh god.
I got 300 HP to go.
You can see it's more adept at using what it has.
It's shaking what its mama gave it.
Oh boy.
And then it goes. You just see like this like burning like liquid, almost liquid fire just go out in front and just steam and singe everybody that was standing on that platform. You see almost all of them drop, except for the main one and like 2 or 3 others who just got a little bit lucky. And
now might be the time to start helping her.
Yep, so I just start shooting her as quickly as I can, so just let me know when I can roll
go
a
ahead
shot.
and you can do your
Alright,
2
so
attacks.
I'll get 24 and 12. So
1 hit and then 1 is. Where did my pencil go?
That's
Your purple one.
6
Thanks.
6 piercing.
Nope, it's on the side.
6 piercing? Okay.
Yep. Oh, I don't want to draw as much attention as an Uthriel charge would draw.
Where'd that lightning come from?
Yeah, considering I'm still sitting here going like, huh? Glad to spell magic is a one-off thing.
Turtle.
I mean, you could be Sacred Flame in her.
I could.
I could be,
I should.
She's clearly the only thing that can contend with a dragon turtle. So.
I will.
hold person.
That's also concentration.
Concentration.
I could do it now because Polymorph is fading.
Actually, yeah.
I want to keep 2 spells. I have only 2 spells.
All right. Holy crap. So this is absolute chaos.
Holy
That's
crap
weird.
is not the proper term. It's holy bejesus.
Holy bejesus.
Holy
Gee Willikers.
Gee willikers. Egads.
She goes and slams her staff one more time, facing it down. We'll see. Wow, that's another fail.
Yes. I'm like,
You
I
see
don't
the-
have anything to dispel this.
No, like it failed to pass.
Oh,
It
man.
I don't
failed
have anything
the saving throw, and you see the blue just pull the thing down to the ground again, and now she gets out of line of sight and starts heading out, and
Dang it.
you can see a few like fingers pointed towards the general area of where you guys are.
I think they've noticed us.
I think so, too.
I really wanted to save that dragon turtle.
We haven't really done our mission while all this is going on.
No, that would have been a really great distraction time to go scout things out, but we did not do that. Well, you had to stay within
I had
range.
to stay anyway.
What are we going to do?
Run.
Eldrin says that?
Yeah. A lot of things are starting to head your way now. Like
Yeah,
she
we
pointed
can't
to you
be right
guys.
here.
So are we, quickly, geography, we're at the part of the wall that is not over a mountain, right? Like, it's just, like, plain?
Yeah. On the other side, yep.
So, it's
Snowfall?
what, like 20 feet down or something?
I think it was 30.
30 feet down? Honestly, I'll take the 3d6. Like,
That might be best.
Save
or
your
we could
spell.
tie a rope and climb down real fast. Because I've got a rope.
Yeah.
Let's just take it and get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, let's just try and parkour down the wall.
Okay.
Cowabunga, dude.
Right? And GTFO. Actually, when we look out, like, Is there a bunch of creatures on the outside of the wall over here, or no?
No.
Okay.
Not like you're jumping into a trap or something.
Okay, cool. That we can see.
All right, so you guys are all jumping out. Give me acrobatics checks for how you want to land.
On my face. That's how I want to land.
16.
24.
11.
Okay.
Shattered my shins.
So if you got over 15, you would take, we'll say, half damage for this. It'll be 12 points.
Is that dex save? I'm
No.
just kidding. I gotta ask. So 12, so I take 6?
Or
Yep.
the link thing when you fall from a long height, you just you just get stuck there
You
for
poop
Yeah.
midair?
You get constipated?
Okay.
Yep. You fall so far that you get constipated.
All right, so then you guys land and...
Long ways.
GTFO.
Cheese it?
Like,
All right, so you're running kind of to the... trying to get to the tree line
yeah.
a little ways away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can make into the tree line and start just going wherever you want, I guess, at this point.
I don't want to leave fully. I want to, if we can
Keep an eye out.
keep an eye out, if we can, hell, if we could stay the night, we could try and get that turtle back out again.
All right.
It'd have to be tomorrow, though.
I'm down with that.
They're gonna have higher guards unless all of them are dead, which Lord knows they might be. Looking at how many things were killed by this dragon/dragon turtle, like, would it be easy to say that the overall force of this build, that this fort,
How much of an impact did it make?
was heavily damaged?
You probably would have taken out... I mean, it's not like it's going to be like a ghost town or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like 15 to 20% of the total.
But, so it's for sure weakened, but
Right.
but not useless.
Right.
Okay.
On our way out, I'm going to say, before we fully leave, I want to, are we going to stay the night?
I'm down with that.
Yes.
I'm going to cast message to the dragon turtle and say, in Draconic, try to hold out until tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow.
Draconic. Okay. It'll respond. Please do.
That was a good response.
Sounded like a command, and I'm gonna follow orders.
That sounds like a very soft
Yeah,
command.
yeah.
Should
I'm
we
okay making enemies, but
should we take
Not
a
a dragon
creature
turtle.
request next time, perhaps?
What's that?
Should we take a creature request next time? There's something that he really wants to be.
How far is the tree line from?
Probably about an extra...
121 feet.
Man, I was gonna stand like just outside of the tree line and go, "Hey."
Hey guy. Hey
Probably
guy.
about 60 feet.
Okay, so where we're at, kind of staying would be still within that range, or would we be out of it?
You'd have to go into no man's land to get a message.
I
A little
will.
bit.
I will do that.
Okay.
I will. Actually, no. What I'll do is I will use my.
Duplicate?
No, I could do that. Sort of. I will
Stop
use
giving him
my
good ideas.
invisibility.
I wasn't even metagaming. I just assumed that that's what he was
You're
talking
always
about.
metagaming.
I'm gonna use the
We
invisibility.
talk about your mind
run out.
relax.
I try not to. It doesn't always work.
Hopefully within range.
Yeah, it's not too far. It's pretty close, but
Okay.
to make sure it gets...
I will send message and say, did you like being a dragon or do you want another creature?
It'll respond, I like being myself.
Can't do that.
Alright then.
To get you out of the...
You might be able to transform it into a young
I'll have to cast it again.
dragon turtle. I don't know if that's in
I
there.
don't think it is. I'll do the
My immersion.
channel divinity again. And I will respond with, I need to make you smaller to get out of the restraints.
Do what you must. I do not know.
Expect it as it's fading. Expect the dragon again.
See you tomorrow, dragon. I'm sorry. Bye. Thank you.
All right, so you make it into the woods.
Running.
At this point, I will take over, and I will try and find us a safer-ish place to like bed down for the evening.
Sure. So what's your general idea? How far do you want to go? Which direction you want to go? You guys exited near the south, or no, near the east. No, near the west.
Yeah.
Because the map was tilted.
Where are we in relation to like what we know as the front line of like battle?
The battle would be southeast quite a bit.
Okay.
And you guys are heading west out.
Yeah, we're not anywhere near it.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll probably head a little bit southwest, like maybe an hour or so, just where we think we're.
Because isn't the south where we came in?
Yeah.
And we're on the opposite side now.
You came in, so
we came in the southeast.
There's like a big plateau that goes like south. So,
yep.
So you guys would be like on the top of the plateau going west. I mean, eventually you could like take it and follow it down. It's not all the way across the whole.
So then we'll
countryside.
go west then. That's fine.
Okay.
And trying to look for like tree hollow, abandoned house.
Caves.
Yeah,
We're in a
anything like.
mountain.
Or just like really good brush cover.
Yeah.
Remember, we're in a
Fine.
mountain.
We'll say just for the sake of this is a huge forest, you can find something like find something kind of your choice of.
Worst case scenario, make a lean-to or something.
And we don't see anything in the way of patrols.
Not through here.
Okay.
You haven't seen or heard anything.
Okay.
Yikes.
All right. So find a spot, and I say, all right. Well, this looks as safe as anything. Wow.
I made a dragon.
That is the most powerful creature I've ever seen in person.
Yeah, I
Other
when
than
you
the
said
black
dragon
dragon.
turtle, I wanted.
Yeah.
Probably.
It
I
depends
mean,
on whether
that's
it's
the
ancient
only
or,
thing
yeah.
close.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see those two go at it.
I don't want to see anything that size go at anything except for our enemies.
Man, he was really happy stomping on goblins, though. Man,
So
I mean, you're taken captive for however long this creature was.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna want to take it out on the people who took you captive.
We just got to make sure, no matter what happens, that we can't let them get a hold of something that big and modify it to the point where they have control over it. Because
like they do
that's
with
the front.
other
That's
things.
the entire front line gone.
Yeah.
Easily. That thing's so powerful.
So we should get our 8 hours in. I'll get my 4 in, and then
almost
I'll
immediately go back as soon as we can.
exactly.
So plan for tomorrow. I think.
I have an idea, but go ahead with you.
I was going to suggest we use the rope trick to get up, and don't bother with the cliff face because it seemed even less guarded.
Unless you want to.
Mm-hmm. I think that might be the safest thing that we could ever do. Please don't. I don't ever want to do that again.
So
I can't promise that you'll never do that again, but we'll try.
So we use the rope trick to get up, and that also allows us a position to scout from, right?
And we'll be a lot closer already too.
Right, and I can position it, near one of the towers.
I'm still wondering what happened to that elf that I chased up the mountain.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure we'll hear about it.
Hope that he's having good luck.
Honestly, I'm less worried about contraptions if they have that big old thing. Like, to me, the individual contraptions are probably amazing and monstrous or whatever, but like that thing, that has an intelligence.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Here's what I think for tomorrow. I agree we should wake up as soon as we can and we should get over there. I think what would make the most sense is because you two have the range to actually do things and possibly dispel whatever that goblin, it was a goblin, right? The sorceress or whatever she was. So between you two, you can take pot shots to disrupt concentration, and you can actually help the creature by either healing or changing form or whatever. Ildred and I weren't really doing anything. It might make more sense for us to actually go on a stealthing mission while they're all distracted and try to get as much information as we can.
Actually, that's a really good idea. I mean, I don't
agree.
like splitting up that much, but
But we can't do anything if we're all together. Well,
Yeah.
Two of us are going to be useless if we're all together.
It'll be
Either we're not going to be
frustrating.
able to help the creature, or we're not going to be able to actually help anything.
honestly, Ildren as a wolf might fit in with the various creatures that they have.
I mean, they did already have a
I don't-
cat.
I don't know if he can turn into something with cybernetic enhancements.
Right. They all had some sort of a
That's true.
attachment.
That's
Yeah.
true. We didn't salvage anything from what captured you, so it's not like we can just like jerry rig something to look like it.
Yeah. So, does that sound like a good enough plan for you for tomorrow?
If you're able to get hold of some scrap pieces of cybernetics, it might be worth it to just sort of slap some on your head, and then that works as a disguise for you at least.
I could try it. I'd probably better my bear form. But
That's true.
Figure it out. If something slaps us in the face is a good idea, then we'll obviously take advantage.
I'm not sure a bear would be out of character for this either.
I don't think
the
anything
cat
would. They had 100.
They seem to be
different
just collecting.
They had a
large
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
creatures. Yeah,
I think a bear is going to be the least of their worries.
yeah.
They also have a dragon turtle
There
that is
is
very
that.
not happy with them.
Boy, I'll tell you what. I'm glad I'm on our side.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
let's get some rest. I'll keep watch for the first 4 hours.
Okay. I can take a couple after that.
I'll take the next 4 after you.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's an elf, isn't he?
Mhm.
Well, look at us! Look at us doing stuff and
Doing
dividing
things
up
and
our
stuff.
time.
Us
Yeah.
being lazy and not doing anything.
yeah. You guys just sleep in.
We
You
had
do
a
whatever you
big
want.
day.
You guys play some video games or whatever you want to do.
I fell off of a cliff twice.
Yep.
If not 3 times. I tripped and fell. I made a dragon. Yeah, it was a pretty big day.
You birthed a dragon.
You made a dragon.
From
You
your
unmade
own
a dragon.
loins, you birthed a dragon.
All right. So you guys get your full night's sleep. Passes uneventful.
I'll tell you what, Valtra. I'm never going to call you an inefficient hack ever again. I promise.
Until you do, and then I turn you into a mouse.
You can't turn me into a dragon.
Can't bring you up. Can't make you better than what you are.
Only worse.
Because
So you
that's
can't make him
how
into a
good I
mouse
am.
then.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's just because you roll low.
You're a mouse swarm. Because it's actually.
That is a mechanic thing you could be.
Mhm.
I need to update the D&D.
All right. So it is. Oh God, I don't even know what time of the day it was. I think you guys. It would be like super early morning. Like sun hasn't risen yet.
I'd be good with that. Helps
That's
us with stealth.
perfect, actually. That's brill.
I need.
Yeah, hold
need
on.
spells.
First, I need to take a long rest on here. There we go.
All right, I'm pretty sure you don't need water walk anymore.
You don't know that.
In fact,
You know what they say about assuming?
no, I don't.
It's
Actually.
all water
They
now.
make asses out of you and me.
It's water
That
world.
was rude.
ASSUME. Assume.
Do a long rest.
That's what I did. I've been doing long rests.
What's the plan, folks?
That was our plan. Like,
Okay, so you're gonna head back.
yeah, to the area of the wall near the training ground. Wow, that was a difficult word. And like just look and see if we can see any patrols up there on the walk, and if all looks good, given our experience yesterday, then we'll set a rope trick, jump up, onto the.
All right. Well, we're getting a little bit
Yeah.
ahead of ourselves
Yeah,
at this point.
but like that's the
gist.
that's the gist.
All right.
Add in some caution on
So
the way.
heading back to the place. How are you going about it?
Amazingly.
Are we going quickly or stealthily?
I'd say stealth. We might as well use the darkness that we've got.
Sure.
Definitely.
All right.
I use my
roll
D6,
some stealth.
by the way.
I would have been gone anyway.
With advantage because it's dark out,
Nope.
Well,
please.
it's not amazing.
That is.
You don't even need it.
All right.
Did
What did everybody get?
Do we have passed that trace?
No.
Oh man, that would have been my highest one yet.
Aww, poor baby.
Or the nat 20.
Oh, still not quite 40, right? Like
It would have been 39.
Jeez.
So close.
Can I math correctly?
No.
Nah, brah.
Is that rhetorical?
13.
No, bruh.
I said
Not feeling
I got a 12.
Not feeling
A
it, bruh.
12. Okay.
We're not feeling very stealthy this morning. You had a long day.
All right. You
I
guys.
tap you on the shoulder, you turn around, you see absolutely nothing there.
Nah,
I
brah.
learned invisibility.
Cute. I'm trying to imagine what you would do with invisibility is sort of horrifying.
Oh man, I'd steal so much
I
shit.
know you would. You're horrifying.
Isn't there an Isn't there a spot where you can? Oh, here it is. If you have the name.
The turtle gets a long rest too, by the way.
You don't know that.
Being tortured all night.
Potentially. No, we don't know. We don't know if it could be recuperative.
Recuperativia.
Sure.
Now the question is, do I want to have a little more fun with this?
Obviously.
Yes.
The answer is obviously.
Yes. Yes, what are you thinking?
How much do I need
It
here?
was 17, right?
Yeah.
Adult green dragon is
You want to
15.
do adult? Yeah. That would be more fun.
You know that the dragon turtle is gonna be like, "What were you doing last time? What was that piece of crap?"
70 more HP. One more armor class. So not much more.
Yeah, but the breath weapon's sweeter though.
Is it?
What's the armor class on an adult?
19.
19. Jesus.
What is it?
No, 19.
Ancient is 20.
Yeah, the ancients are bananas.
20. I just pulled up ancient blue. 22.
Yeah, blues are on the higher. Blues and reds, I think, are the two highest
Okay. All right.
difficulties in their
Blues
life.
are on the black.
Yeah, I think so.
You guys are able to get back to this place. None of the patrols saw you or found you.
Which is impressive given I rolled a 12. Alright, and so are there any, like,
A
looking
lot
up
of
at the
11s
wall,
rolled over there.
are there any, can we see any patrols moving?
Yeah, there's definitely a good amount. Like, it's now pretty well manned.
I
Like, sort
forget.
of constantly?
Can you cast spells out of it?
Yes, you can.
You have to lean out of it. So, like, it can't pass through the barrier, but you have to, like, lean out.
But you can do one of these.
And
For what?
Casting spells out of the rope hole.
That would be a
Roll
question.
call.
Could
Is
you
that 30?
maintain concentration from a different plane of existence, technically? I mean,
I don't
feel like you couldn't.
To spell
but-
magic, you don't need to, but
That's
polymorph you would.
Yes, that's a concentration spell.
And I doubt you could. If you can't cast a spell out of it while
Well,
fully
it
in
just
it,
says
probably
that
not.
it just says that magic and it just says that stuff can't pass through the barrier.
I feel like if you can't be attacked, that would be really OP.
Yeah, I don't think it would, because it would be the same thing with that whatever the magnificent mansion or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That you just put that up and then cast your
something's
spell, close the
concentration.
door, and just like have it like rain hellfire and stuff. And
I mean, in
That
that,
sounds awesome. What's
in
wrong
that
with you?
instance, it's kind of like with the door open because we can still see out and everything. But yeah, no.
so like
I
if
agree,
you
it's the same thing.
if you stick out and like you're somewhat visible, I think
Yeah.
I think you'd need to maintain some sort of
I would need to stay
presence.
visible.
You need to stay on this plane.
Yep.
So visibly floating in the air.
Like, under
Would it just have to be like a hand? Because I feel like a hand.
just a finger.
Can you look out the window and then like reach your
Not a
hand
finger.
down?
I mean, something like sticking out invisible a little bit.
It was a thought. I am unsure if that's going to be the way to go, though.
Yeah.
Getting up there though and watching the passerbys though would probably be a really good idea. So starting there, probably not a bad idea.
But so currently, like, there's people up on that parapet all over.
Yeah, there's a lot more than one every 5 minutes, like one every 2 minutes or so walking by.
They won't be walking by if a dragon turtle's loose. Or would they? Might be worth getting up there and dispelling the magic from the hole, because you don't need to maintain concentration from that. You said the rope goes up 80 feet.
Up to 50 or 60.
So we'd be able to get above the wall.
I mean, I think this is a really good idea because I can lean out, shoot twice, and then lean back in, and nothing can attack me. Like, it's actually pretty brilliant.
From our vantage point, can we see the turtle and any restraints?
No.
Okay.
We're not up there yet.
Right.
Never mind.
There's a 40-foot wall.
Yeah, and
I thought we
Or
had just
30-foot
done
wall.
the thing.
Not yet. So yeah.
We can have this discussion when we get up there.
Yeah, let's get up there. We have an hour to think about it.
Okay, so I'll time the rope trick so that it's right after our patrol has passed. Do-do-do-do.
Even if
We
it's-
gotta make the dead man zone too. The 60 feet from the forest.
Yeah. So yep. All right, everybody's dashing.
I thought that was what the stealth checks were for, getting across the...
No,
That was
traveling
for
to the
getting
area.
through the forest.
Oh, I wouldn't have chosen to roll a 20 then. Hold on to it.
Yeah, so basically, as soon as I see a patrol get out of sight, then I'm like, okay, everybody dash, which I mean is 10 seconds. So.
Okay. I guess there's no. Okay. Doesn't seem like anyone's alerted, and you make it to the base.
Mhm. And then
And so, where exactly are you approaching, by the way? That's what I need to know.
I think roughly where we left, except probably do we want to be near a tower again, or
Yeah.
to kind of hide?
So, where you jumped out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But near one of the towers. What,
Sure.
Is there a tower within the your spell range?
You guys were in a tower for that whole thing, basically.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, so then near probably that same tower, unless it looks like it's crawling with people.
Not really sure. Able to tell
Okay.
Not
from
yet.
here.
Let's start going.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Geronimo.
Alright, so I rope trick. Do you want me to do something? So I have 50 feet of rope. If we want to do 60, then I need somebody to cut a piece of rope that is 60 feet long.
I got it.
Do you want to cut your rope? Or do you just want to be 50 feet?
Yeah, I think I have 100 or 200 feet of it.
But is there any reason, do we get any benefit from being another 10 feet up?
Last time, I think we were wishing that we were another 10 feet up. I'd rather just play it safe.
Okay.
We can make it possibly above the tower. That'd be the benefit, as opposed to just being
That's
above
true.
the wall.
Alright. It does mean it's harder to get down to the
I only
parapet
have
if we
50
need
feet of rope.
to. So, 50 feet of rope.
Okay.
Up. Climb up. And then once we get up there, immediately pull the rope up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to do it without drawing much attention in your little pocket dimension.
Showtime?
Pocket dimension.
I want to scope out, see if I can see the turtle and restraints situation.
Okay, so now you look out and you see the turtle, and it has those similar blue things holding it down, and it's not really fighting, and it's just being like operated on by a bunch of things.
I'm going to poke my head out and use message in Draconic and go, "We're here. Are you okay?"
It'll respond. Weak.
Are you ready?
Do what you must. I'm not long for this world.
I'm gonna peek back in. He's like, "It's now or never." He's not doing well.
All right,
Do it then.
let's do it.
Me poking out and staying in here, or are we jumping down?
If it's not long for this world, did you tell me that, or do you say it's now or never?
I said it's now or never. He doesn't, or he's not
He's
doing
not
well.
doing well. I say
If he's not doing well, he's not going to be more powerful when you release him.
yeah,
If you
we
polymorph
need
him,
to
he gets more
polymorph
powerful
him.
because he gets to be full health
Absolutely, that was my
with a
intent.
new create. Okay.
But I need to.
And I would
need
say-
to stay concentrating for that.
Yeah.
And I would say just like as little of you as can be out there. You're not going to be very visible if it's just a little bit, you know.
Plus, Ildren and I can jump to the wall. We're not high enough for the tower, right?
It would be the parapet, yeah.
Yeah, so we're not high enough to get to the tower, but Ildren and I can jump out onto the parapet and fight whatever comes our way at that point.
And I can.
You
snipe.
guys can launch from here.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'll keep an eye out for patrols. Ildren, you ready to go?
Where are we going?
We're just jumping out onto the wall if any patrols come our way when they're out taking care of the dragon turtle.
So we're just fighting any patrols?
Yes.
I'm so excited.
All right.
I know you
Can't do
normally
it.
don't like killing
No, it's double concentration.
goblins, but
I'm gonna do the
Half smile.
the
over his
duplicate
face.
out,
Mm.
and then do concentration through that. But I can't because I have to concentrate on the duplicate.
can you
do?
concentrate on the
Oh.
duplicate, concentrating on the spell?
Yeah, fortunately, it doesn't work like that. Also, if I wanted to stay in the pocket dimension, the duplicate would be gone too.
Spellcasters suck.
All right,
Ready when you are.
I am going to peek my head out enough to like where there's like an eye out, so I can keep focusing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast polymorph again. And we're gonna do an adult green dragon,
I'm so excited.
All right.
Come on, AGD.
an AGD.
All right.
Oh,
We'll see what the
AGD's a
roll
boss.
is. No, I'm just kidding. He's not gonna resist it. He'll accept it this time. Whoo-wee.
Do it again.
Oh my.
While people are sleeping.
Say my name, say my name.
All right, let's do this. All right, so you go to cast polymorph, and you see the just ginormous turtle shrink again. Not quite as much this time, but still just large, and just the blue things just like fade and crumble away, and you see a lot of the robotic attachments just kind of seep into it more this time. There's been a lot more attached to it, but it seeps into the skin, and just this adult green dragon just devastatingly powerful poison breath, just wiping through another large portion of the goblins, just getting just melting into dust. They are gone instantly.
Can you talk to it while focusing on the spell? Tell it to watch out for the giants.
I will pass that information along.
Okay, it's not going to respond.
I didn't think so. It
Uh,
knows.
It then is going to just let out a huge roar, just like flare out its wings, using its frightful presence. I mean, there's no possibly way I could actually roll all these dice.
Roll.
But a whole bunch, a large portion are just feared. Plenty aren't. Plenty of shrug off the effect. Most of the beasts, if they are feared, that kind of gets overridden when they feel the shock go through them, and they shrug off the fear. And so this time the dragon roars and then just starts flapping its wings right away and starts to start flying away.
You see, like this much of me out of the dimension. Just like, all right.
You see a few spells get unleashed. You see the same individual with like a lot of goblins surrounding it. A few large beasts standing there, and she's kind of like standing between like casting spells. And you see that she has now more spellcasters on each side of her, all casting spells at the adult green dragon.
If I can interrupt any of the spellcasters, I'll try to.
Okay.
If I can bother them. So 3
what are you
shots.
shooting at? Some of the followers or the main one?
The main one.
Okay.
We're at 60 feet away from them, are we?
No,
that's
more than
not
that.
gonna hit. Wow. Alright. 24. I rolled 2 2s in a row there. But the last one was a 24. So that's 18 piercing damage, and then I duck back into my pocket dimension.
1 second.
Your boy just got another. Oh no, never. Well, no, that's not gonna work. So your boy just got another idea, but that's my idea requires 3 4th level spells.
You better be freaking powerful.
It was gonna be dimension door, polymorph into something smaller than me, and then dimension door out.
All right.
Yep. Doesn't work right now. I don't have those spells.
You then so as you're popping out and then you're popping back in, you hear a similar thing to what Valchar does. A noise in your mouth. She says, "I got you this time."
I'm on another plane of existence.
As you're popping out,
Oh, got it.
you get the message.
Well, they've twigged.
What
So
does
you
that
can
mean?
respond if you want, or
What?
You said they twigged?
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
they figured it out.
Do twigs figure things out often?
Oh my gosh. It's slang.
You're not
Obviously.
there either.
I'm asking. Ryan is asking.
Oh.
this,
I
not-
have no
No,
idea.
no, they're there. They're still in. They haven't jumped
Oh,
out
I thought they
yet.
left.
No, we haven't jumped out yet. We were gonna jump out when the patrols get here.
I duck back in and I say, I don't think you should jump out.
But
I
what
think
are
we
gonna do
should
then?
let the dragon turtle get away. And then I think we should GTFO.
Tell her where our base is.
She knows we're here.
I will say, they know we're here. You may not have that form for long if I have to leave. Go, and I explain where we were at. Go west and find where we were at.
Well, we went west, but our base is northeast of here. Right?
I thought
Isn't
it
that
was
what
south.
we said?
Are we talking, like,
by the way, polymorph's range is 60 feet.
it's 120 here. Oh, it is 60. What the hell was I looking at?
Wah, wah.
Well,
Well, we got to 60.
the thing is very large, so you could maybe get part of it in. We'll just, for now,
Yeah.
it's good. I'm
I
just
don't know what the hell I
looking
was
at it
looking
now.
at then. That was 120.
Message?
No.
So the concentration, do they have to be within the range the whole time? I've never actually.
We discussed that before.
When the Big Beast hand incident. Not that it was an incident, but we did talk about that.
I forget what was. Did we come to a resolution on that?
The result was.
We figured something out while we were in the moment, but I don't think we ever came back to it afterwards.
The result was, as long as you're concentrating on the spell, if you walk away from it, it was fine.
Okay, that's kind of how I would feel about it, anyways. All right, so the dragon starts to fly away, at this point, and some spells are tapering off at it, but it's just now getting off into the distance. It dashes while flying very fast, and is just heading straight north.
Straight north. Okay. Well,
And
I didn't go west like I asked, but
Which direction is the fort from us, or the front lines?
Southeast.
Yeah, tell it to go southeast towards the elven side of the front lines. We might be able to help heal it there.
it's probably out of my range already.
I mean, I just kind of told you what it was doing. You would have had some more opportunities during that time. So this would be during that time you could have some sort of response.
I will say, yeah, if you head southeast, no. If you head,
What direction was the front lines from where we were?
I don't want it at the front
Southeast.
lines.
What?
I don't want it at the front lines right now.
It can get healed there, though.
Who there knows that we're gonna have a dragon coming in?
Well, it's not going to move a whole lot faster than us. As soon as it's out of our range, it's going to turn into a dragon turtle again. It's not going to stay in this form forever. You can't just fly to a different continent.
Yeah, but it can stay in this form for an hour.
Don't you think it's worth getting an ally like that at this
I
moment?
absolutely do. I just don't think if we send it to the front lines that is going to benefit us any. I think if we can at least catch it when it's not going to be just message back and forth, and we can at least have a conversation with it and help it out, that might be more beneficial, and then we can discuss a part 2 from there.
I mean, that's a great idea, but it's moving a hell of a lot faster than we will.
All right, you have about 15 seconds, real time. Make a decision what you're doing.
Well, I can't cast spells, so in the end, it's up to you.
I'm going to cast message and say, meet us west of here. We can help you out.
All right, you'll see it. It'll give you no response. But you'll see it alter course slightly. Not quite going west, though.
Okay. I think at this point, but it looks like it diverted course when I said it. We either follow it now, or we think of another plan.
Well, it's worth following, because if we've already been made, then we're not getting any progress done today.
We've definitely been made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's follow the dragon then.
So
Back on down the rope.
all right, so yeah, things are starting to come up this direction.
Yeah, I think we're going to slide down the rope fairly quickly.
Okay, down the rope, and you guys are able to make it pretty quick.
And at that point, I will cast Pass Without a Trace so that we can't be tracked. And we'll get out of here.
Okay. I guess you're just gonna dash, right?
Dash at least until we reach the forest, and then kind of figure out from there. But
Okay.
mostly so that we can't be followed.
Right. So you can't be tracked.
So we're not
Okay.
necessarily stealthing, we're just eliminating the tracking portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
You guys, oh shoot! Throughout this whole time, you take a couple pock shots of the frost gun. Thanks.
I'll return a couple
Mm-hmm.
periodically.
And then you guys can make it to the edge of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to keep this roll, or do you want me to roll again? I haven't seen what it is yet.
I don't know what it's for.
It was for stealthing. I thought we.
You guys
were stealthing right away.
weren't stealthing.
Okay, then I'll just pick it up. I have no idea what it was.
Yeah, the pass without a trace is just to prevent tracking,
Okay.
not necessarily the stealth
Gotcha.
bonus.
Yeah, typically when we cast Pass Without Trace, I'm just like, okay, rolling stealth, cool.
Okay.
Oh, and I dispel the rope trick once we get down.
All right. Did you guys make it to the edge of the forest?
Keep following the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Would we start stealthing at that point, or are we still sprinting?
Stay sprinting until it stops flying.
So how would you be able to track it? Because once you get into the forest, it's pretty dense. Like it's all you're not going to be able to see it flying above.
I think I would just keep heading the direction that it was heading.
It's like northwest.
Yeah.
So it would lose the dragon form if you can't see where it is, because you can't keep concentration if you can't see it, correct? So lose the.
I gotta figure that out.
The concentration section just says...
It's not very helpful.
It's not. It just says casting another
Fifth
concentration
edition.
spell, taking damage, or being incapacitated or killed. Like, that's what it says about losing concentration.
Right. So we probably just have the whole hour.
My assumption was always that you had to be within the range, but yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say anything here.
Right.
Honestly. Damn you, PHP.
That's not great.
All right. So yeah, you're gonna travel in that direction. Okay. You guys go that way for how long?
Until we find either like until we hear something that sounds like it, or
Sounds like a massive turtle falling from
Falling
the sky.
out of
Do
the
you,
air.
do you
Yeah.
give it like a warning message, like you're about to be done, or no?
Can't see it.
60 feet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I could do sending, but in fact, that might be the better idea to do. Oh, as soon as I could start to feel
Yeah.
that concentration fade, I
Okay.
will use sending and send it a message saying the spell is fading. Get low, so you
Okay.
don't take fall damage, or so you don't take fall damage, so you don't hurt yourself falling.
So you don't take fall
Let
damage.
me
I'm
see
level
you
8.
get low.
Sending is the one without.
There's no distance.
no
Get
distance.
low,
Okay.
get low, get low.
Does it have an opportunity to respond? I think so.
Yes,
To
it
the
does. It is a
wall.
3rd level spell, so that,
Gotcha.
Demonetized.
I said nothing. There's so much bad stuff in that song, and I said none of the bad
Can't
stuff.
quote the song though.
If you just hear like a snort, like a large thing puffing out a lot of air.
I think that you might be a little upset that he's losing his form.
Yeah, well.
And you hear kind of like as you just hear like trees getting like pushed aside
Follow that noise.
in the quite distance, and then
Track that noise, please.
Yeah, yeah, I will take us in that direction.
okay. So
At least until we start finding broken trees.
so you guys head that way. You would the hour would be up.
Mm-hmm.
So
It probably doesn't have thieves.
So you hear-
doesn't it?
as trees just get like shoved aside through just this massive just form being pushed into like it's already large form being pushed into like even massive, pushing trees aside.
I will keep heading that direction.
Okay.
I will say I should probably be the one to approach initially, since we've already had the discussion, but obviously
Definitely.
wouldn't know what I look like.
We're not goblins, so that would probably help. But
Yeah.
I agree. You stick your neck out before I stick mine out.
I'll be sort of the second person since I also speak Draconic.
All right. You guys see at this point you see a large shell, like part of its shell peeking through between the trees, and you just like hear like this. It's trying to like wiggle and move and just.
I will get closer, and I
Okay.
will use message, and I will say, what direction is it facing from us?
You're coming up on its side right
Okay.
now.
Left or right side?
Left side.
Okay. I will send message and say, we're coming up on your left side. We're friendly. In Draconic.
Don't moid us.
Approach.
I will approach first.
Okay. So you make your way around to the head.
I'll be like 20 feet back or something, so
I'll
I'm
be 20
invisible.
feet back
but
from you.
yeah.
In Draconic, assume most of this conversation is going to be in Draconic.
Yeah.
I will say, is it okay for my friends to also approach?
It's fine. You just hear just this loud draconic just speaking, not messaging.
I will tell oral motion for you guys to come over.
I'll say in Draconic. I also speak Draconic. Are you hurt? Can I heal you with something?
Why? This is not my fight. What do you want?
First of all, we did want to help you. Seeing people and creatures get tortured is not something I ever want to see. I respect a lot of the dragon line. and there is nothing I want to see more than something that has been tortured or augmented, was seemingly in your case. Nothing I want to see more than seeing them get a little bit of revenge on the people who have captured them.
Tiny. What are they?
Goblins.
Little monsters. Put this garbage on me. He looks at these gaping, like, additions to his body.
I say, can I take a look at them? I might be able to help.
He just moves his arm towards you.
I say, Sai, can you help me with this?
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously.
Sort of cautiously, but like go up and see if we can make sense of this mechanical stuff while you maybe continue talking to him.
Are there any obvious, like, wires or anything like that at least we could deactivate them?
Yeah.
That'd be the first thing I would look for.
I would think between his like investigation and my like medicine and survival, maybe we can sort of figure something out. It was kind of the idea.
Okay, let's do this first.
How do they capture you?
Tricked me with food and got just so many of them, and they knocked me out. The little he just like starts shaking, and it's like pretty close to you guys.
Oh.
We can try and help if you want to take out this stronghold completely. I would love to see that, honestly. Admittedly, there is a second part to why we helped, and it is up to you if you want to. You say it's not your fight, and I understand that entirely. We would love it if you could help out this fight against these goblins, help the elves to take their forest back. Again, I completely understand if you don't want to. You've been captured.
For freeing me, I will give you some help.
I will appreciate anything.
What is it that you require?
We haven't gotten that far in our discussion.
He's just like the steam just like comes right out of his mouth.
While these two try to take all of these augmentations off of you, we can also have a discussion as to maybe what you'd be open to.
Tell me what you want soon, or I'm going to return to the ocean.
We will. We won't take much of your time. And I will then walk over to everyone else and relay that he will offer us some help, which is better than none.
Yeah.
And boy, is he big.
I happen to notice that.
So we're not. Anything's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Should we take him to the? Should we take him to the front lines and help clear out a little bit of that?
They might be able to remove some of these augmentations and at the same time learn about what kind of augmentations that they're using.
I meant more like one shot of that steam breath is going to make the elves' life a lot easier that are literally dying in battle right now.
Yeah.
The question is, how do we get him there?
Well, he's about as big as this forest, so... Walking? Maybe swimming? Was there an ocean around the front lines? A big lake? Wide river?
I mean, the
Anything?
the river, I don't even know if that would be big enough. I'd have to find an actual...
I mean, can this guy walk?
He'd be able to moisten his belly.
He can walk. He's not going to really be able to navigate through the forest, though.
He'd navigate over the forest.
I can make him small again, or I can make him actually small that we could carry him, but it's for that same time frame.
Could you make him a small winged creature and just fly him above the goblins?
Could do that.
Or just change him into an adult dragon again.
I could also do that.
Well,
How
at the
far
very
up?
least, it's
Let's
not
work on these augmentations first, and at least show them
Yeah.
that we can help them.
Yeah. So what's the dealio with that?
Okay. So looking at it, it goes into the skin.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be attached to its bone. And then it protrudes out and is attached to the bone here, seeming to give it like more strength,
Okay.
like help facilitate its motions.
The things that are attached to the bone, is there any obvious way to possibly cut them off above the skin? So maybe we leave the part that's touching the bone, but cut off the rest of it?
None of you would have the means of cutting through the metal attachments.
I have a rapier.
Magical?
Yes.
Wonderful.
No, it wouldn't. This would need like a very well trained blacksmith or something that knows how to deal with this, and maybe melt it off or something. But
Yeah.
And they're all kind of like that we can see.
yeah, a lot of them. And then he not let you near the head, but he has one of the things around his head as well.
Does that go into the skin as well?
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Any luck?
There's not much we're gonna be able to do with this. Like we don't have the implements.
Not with these resources.
No, it's attached to the bone.
Oh, look
This is. He was awake through all this.
Oh, look at Ildren. How far are we from the front lines right now?
Quite a ways. Maybe 8 hours, 6 hours.
So that's not. We're too far for me to keep
Too
a
far
polymorph
for
up.
for him to be super useful there. Well, then maybe it is like working on this base. Then I mean these are probably the people he hates the most.
Would you? I'll go back to the turtle and say, would you be willing to take out this base and maybe another if you have time? And then we can.
He looks at you with his full might, and this is a scary, scary thing.
Yep.
Huge teeth probably about the size of you.
Yep.
Like,
Probably.
just one tooth. I will help do something to them, but I'm not being captured again.
We won't allow that to happen.
We might not be able to have him last that long in a form of your choosing, but we might be able to give him at least an hour of flying away. You know, at least after he does his part, we can allow him to get away from them. An hour flying towards the ocean would go a long ways. Saying that in common, obviously.
So it'd be a matter of getting him to there. So either take a couple passes in a dragon form and then take off, not being on the ground, or doing something in his normal form, and then when or if he gets captured, changing him then to get out.
Even if he used his blast to blast a hole in one of the walls for people to just walk through, that'd go a long ways.
It's true.
You know, blast through the wall and into the building with all the new constructs. That'd go a long ways.
The problem now is we're 50 minutes away. I know, because he was doing a bunch of stuff and then took off and left.
Yeah. But even he might be willing to help make sure that this doesn't happen to other creatures, which would be destroying that building. Building 1. I don't remember what it was, but
It won't be a lot of time. If I change him now, it won't be a lot of time for him to leave or to get there, do anything, and then leave again.
Right. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
How many more polymorphs do you have? one.
So you have to get back most of the way on his own.
Mhm.
Not that any of the patrols are gonna do anything to him.
Patrols may not, but yeah, if there's anyone paying attention. Honestly, that's probably the best I can do right now.
Yeah.
And we're smack in the middle of the forest. Is there any way he can come with us like this for a little while and then we polymorph him, or not really?
He seems pretty like stuck unless he starts like just smashing down a whole bunch of trees, which he probably could do. Even though the trees are huge.
He probably could do really easily.
Yeah, the only thing I can do is transform him again.
How far are we from the fort? How far is he from the fort flying?
What is the flying speed?
Is it 9?
Regardless, it would have been.
I think what we're looking at is, can he fly there, destroy that building, and then fly away at least partially towards the forest, or partially towards the ocean.
Flight speed of 80.
On one swipe, probably would have enough time. I don't think there would be time for a second.
Right.
Plus a second swipe, you have to start dealing with that sorceress.
Yeah, if we have the little bit of surprise, then
Yeah.
I mean that's definitely an option. If we can take out what's going on here, that would be great. And I don't want to. He just wants to get home. He wants to get back to the ocean.
Yeah, and I don't
He's
plan on
there for
standing
that.
in his way. Aldrin, any thoughts?
Just remember, what is our mission here?
I think our mission was to either get information or destroy the building, which is creating the next line of
Horrors.
technology coming towards the front line. I think destroying that would help the front line at least for a while.
Were the buildings made of wood or stone or what?
Stone. It, like, upon looking, it looks like it was magically created all. Like everything is smooth and like crisp and clean
And the roofs are normal or magical or?
well, it's stone, but it doesn't appear or sense to be magical from what you would know.
So like a fire is not going to be particularly effective.
Lightning might. Lightning might. Know any creatures that shoot lightning?
Adult blue dragon. And can fly. That's important. Have a
Right,
fast
right.
flying speed. Yes. Acid might work. Black dragon.
Do we want to take it for today and then
Yeah,
come back
yeah,
I
next
think
week?
so.
It seems to be
That's a
going a
good
little
idea,
bit.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to call it here today. Pretty unplanned 100% session.
I can't believe you did not prepare for us.
Chaos. But it was fun. Hopefully you guys had a lot of fun. Sorry I got a little quiet. I think everyone was just thinking way too much the entire time. We'll come back next week hopefully with a nice plan and of what we want to do, what we want to see, and what happens. We'll find out and see how Blurry's suntan or sunburn
it
goes.
hurt over the weekend.
Oh my god! I just noticed that like
That
5
was-
minutes ago. I'm like,
If you see him out walking around, just give me a big slap on the back.
That's fine. It's between here and here. Motorcycles.
Oh, so you have gloves on.
Gloves on and
yeah,
t-shirt.
Yeah.
All right.
To get you.
well, we'll see you guys next week. So thanks for
everybody.
watching.
Are we gonna raid somebody?
Yeah, we'll raid somebody, but we'll cut the
Yeah.
later YouTube.